How's it going, everybody? Jay's Only Outdoors coming back at you with another review video here today. In today's review, I'm going to be going over the Dock Demon by Zebb Co. Now, I've had this specific rod for 3 years. Even though the name is Zebb Co Dock Demon, it's preferably more of an ice fishing rod, because the total length of this thing from end to end is 3 feet, 1 yard. And it is a medium light action with a cork handle. Always love that cork handle. Got a really comfortable reel seat right there going on. And paired up with that, you're going to have the reel, and that's going to be coming at a, wow, it's a 5-5 gear ratio, and you could run anywhere from 2 to 8 pounds of line on this. It's very compact. I mean, even if you don't want to use it for an ice rod, you could always get out there, and when you find yourself in those tight situations and you don't want to risk tipping your longer rod off, especially when you're fishing those streams out there, this is a great option to have as a backup. Very, very versatile, I will say. And I mean, it's a little noisy, but I have had this for 2 years, and 2 years plus, and it's held up. I mean, I've caught channel catfish on it. I've caught trout on it. I've caught largemouth bass, smallmouth bass on this, and some giant long-eared sunfish. And I mean, it's just been an all-around good rod. Now, some of the more of the specs about this is the rod. It's not a fiberglass rod. If you can kind of, well, it might not be the best, but if you look closely, you could see that that's not fiberglass. Now, this is a medium light action glass rod. This rod is specifically designed out of glass. And I mean, I was really skeptical at first about buying this, but I said, hey, why not? They didn't have the ugly sticks at that time, so I went for this because I do like Zebb Co. Some of their stuff. So I'm not sponsored by them in any way, but like I said, I was really skeptical about this rod. I mean, as you can see, it's got, I mean, that's a full-on rainbow right there. And I mean, it's held up in a lot of situations. I mean, I've stepped on this rod several times and not had an issue with it breaking. So I went for the risk and ended up getting the reward with this. Now, this setup right here, it does have the AntiReverse on it right there. I mean, I love all reels, spinning reels, to have AntiReverse, because at times you're going to get in a weird tangle and you're going to need that AntiReverse, and it will come in handy when you least expect it. So overall, yeah, I mean, it's a good rod. It's got a good design all in it. Right there. The rod seat screws mounts from the top. Never had a problem with any of these eyelets. Not one time I have. I really like this rod, and what else is really great about this rod is you could go out there and with a $20 bill and have like $3 left over. I think this was like $17. So I mean, it's really good for its money. I mean, I put this thing through the ringer for 2 years now, and I mean, it's held up every bit of the way And I would highly recommend you just to even go out there and get one of these for your ice fishing arsenal, or your backup arsenal when you find yourself in those really tight overgrown areas in them streams trying to get on some good fish. This one is going to be a workhorse of a fishing combo. I like to personally run 8-pound line on this. I do have high vis line with a 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. So that's set up. It's it's not too janky. The drag works really well on this. If I can see, get some drag going for you guys here. Like I said, I just decided to take the reward, and I have not regretted it since. So here's the drag right here. It's got about 10 pounds of drag, I believe. Phenomenal. Tighten it up. About as tight as you're going to get it, and I mean, it holds well. I can't even budge that right now. So the drag is phenomenal on this. You would look at this at first look and you'd be like, it's under $20. It's probably going to be some cheap little gimmick that they're just trying to sell me. But all in all, it has been a phenomenal little ice rod and a little tight area zone backup rod. I mean, you just can't go wrong with having one of these 3-foot rods in your arsenal for whatever reasons other than ice fishing. So I would highly recommend it. I mean, it's great. I mean for $17 freaking dollars, you could find them at most Walmarts. You could find them at Bass Pro. You could find them at Cabela's. You could find them at Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm not so sure about Academy, because that's the furthest store I have away from me is Academy, so I'm really not sure of the Academy, but chances are they probably do. So you could find these just about anyway. I'm sure you could find these on even the Zebb Co website or the Tackle Warehouse website. So all in, this has been a really great rod for me, and I thought that I would just show some of the specs for you guys here. And it's been a really awesome